We about to dress the culture. Go tell a friend. We about to dress the culture, We about
Brick by brick, you get your boy Big Wall, and this is Address the Culture. And today we are back with another exciting, dope episode. Now, we all done heard of your Chris Lighties, your Kevin Louds, your Scooter Bronze. These are people who've been making moves in the game on the manager side. But this brother that I got today, he up there too. You know what I'm saying? His name will be one of those names that's a force to be reckoned with in this game when it comes to making moves, putting the pieces together, just doing this thing. We got the one, the only, Mr. Brandon Carr in the building. What it does, cuz?
Man, what it do? How's everything going?
Man, 2 feet in the heartbeat, brother. It's a pleasure to have somebody like you to come through the culture, man, because we both know in the game it ain't no handouts. It ain't no flowers. You know what I'm saying? You bust a lot of moves in the game, and you know what I'm saying? It's nobody that a lot of people that give you your flowers on the way up. And, you know, it's hard. So on this platform, I like to bring those people through to shine light on them, to hit a story to motivate the culture. And you definitely fit the bill, bro.
I appreciate it, man. I definitely appreciate everything.
Man, no problem at all, man. So the first thing that I want to ask you is, who is Brandon Carr?
Brandon Carter is a CEO right out here in St. Louis, Missouri. You know, one of the first, I'll say, African-American executives to, you know, have a gold plaque out here in St. Louis, you know, so accomplished that last year. I'm 38 years old. I've been in the game for about 20 years. Graduated from Full Sail University. Got my degree in music business and entertainment business. And really just trying to make a difference out here in St. Louis, you know, developing these independent artists. I've worked for some of the major and some of the labels that everybody are familiar with, RCA, worked for Universal. I worked with Cash Money before, so I've had a lot. I've been around.
Yeah. That's dope, man. Coming from your background, you know what I mean? How do you feel the game has changed from when you first came into the game to now?
Well, the biggest thing is everything's a lot more digital these days. A lot of people aren't really going into these stores like, you know, and buying albums anymore. I mean, there really isn't any place to buy albums anymore. Now it's all like, you know, iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, you know, and even not even as much as iTunes anymore. A lot of people are just streaming their music like on Apple, Spotify, Tidal. So it's a lot harder, I would say, to get somebody to purchase an album. I mean, because they're just gonna stream it. You know, that's where like a lot of people are getting their numbers from. A lot of the royalties. You know, so it's making it a way for a lot of independent artists now to win than it was back. You know, I would say about 5-10 years
ago. Yeah. And when you go back 5 or 10 years ago, even to the beginning, how did you first get your start into music? When you was like, okay, this is something that I want to do, you know what I mean, and pursue for a career.
So my brother was in music. He did artist management. He's been doing it for a lot longer than I have. You know, he's 10 years older than me. I was brought into the game. My mentor, Tone Capone, used to be the CEO over Universal Music. And he actually, you know, he taught me a lot. He sat me down, you know, went over a lot of, you know, the negotiations and just introducing me to some people that, you know, that could teach me a lot, you know, and that's wanting to go to Full Sail and, you know, get my degrees in music, learn more and have that paperwork behind me.
Yeah. Absolutely. And when it comes to just the beginning to now, you know what I mean? Do you feel like you being a manager was the best lane for you, and what made you decide that that's how you wanted to contribute to the culture?
So, in the beginning, growing up, I was always musically inclined. So I played the drums as well too, and do it very well. Been doing that since I was about 8 years old. My grandfather was a jazz player. He played, with B.B. King and Ray Charles. He shared stages with him and things of that nature. So I was always in the, my family's always been like in the music business and musically inclined.
Yeah.
My was that I always wanted to like, I never wanted to be like a rapper or anything of that nature or a singer or anything. I really just wanted to be in the business aspect of it and really just support artists and give them a platform, to win. I saw that like, a lot of these artists don't know like, what direction they want to go in or anything of that nature. They need that support and being able to focus on the creativity while somebody else focuses on like on the business.
That's dope, man. That's highly needed. Now you've been around for a minute, bro. Now everybody throw around this word manager, management. You hear artists, man. I gotta find me a manager. I need a manager. Is this the time for me a manager? Why is having a manager, a strong manager such as yourself, important for the coach?
So, I mean, you definitely need somebody in your corner that's going to have the connections and also just know regarding how the paperwork works and also knowing how to walk you into different situations to where um, they'll talk to you because a lot of these labels don't want to talk to artists by themselves. They just don't want to do it. That's why a lot of them will say they don't accept unsolicited music. You
Mm-hmm.
have the connections to walk it in, or either have a manager or have a strong attorney. So I mean, as far as being a manager, um, they open doors for artists. So it's like the artist doesn't have to worry about the extra work of like not only just pushing out the music, but now finding ways to push the music, market promotions. I'm very hands on. I do all of that. I do
Yeah.
the marketing, the negotiations. I also do executive production as far as like song selection, make sure the songs sound right. I'm in the studio with the artist. So um, and all my artists and they're like family to me. We all work as a team, and
Yeah, that's dope. I know you done built up a network, and I know you got a strong team. So, tell me who you got on your roster, what you working with, and why you chose to work with these artists. Because it sounds like even though you wanted to be in the background, like you said, you got an ear for the music. So it got to be something that you like. I'm clear, something that you vibing with that you want to bring to your organization. You know what I'm saying? So, who you working with, and why you choose to work with?
so. Right now, I'm working with an artist named Ian Keynotes. He's actually the president of Megatron Music, which is my company. Um, he actually been president for the past about 7-8 months. He's now learning the business. I put him in that position just because I felt like he had the capability and just the potential to do more than just being an artist. Um,
Yeah.
I chose him just because, for one, I respect the fact that he's active duty sergeant. My family's very military background as well too. So I know the fact that his organization, the structure was going to be there. As well as his talent. I mean, his talent is like almost like no other. I mean, he's got it from the look to the vocals to the songwriting ability to the work ethic. That's what I definitely look for in artists. Then I also work with another artist out of the Bronx called Anna Baby. Um, she used to be signed to French Montana. Um,
Dope.
yeah, so yeah, so shout out to Anna Baby. We're working on a couple records right now. She's got a record with Meg Thee Stallion coming out probably in mid March. So that's something that's huge. She's got a huge work ethic. She's been rocking for the past about 2 years. Really been really loyal. I respect that about artists too. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, most definitely. I'm also working with an artist called Carl Lovey. He's out of Harlem, New York. We just released his record called New York. Um, about 2 weeks ago, and it's actually doing really well on the streaming platforms and everything. He's got a lot of videos out on YouTube, a lot of visuals. You can YouTube him at Carl Lovey Music, and check his out his material. Um, another artist I just signed. Her name is Nia De Niro. She's out of Virginia. And just started working with her just because she's one of the female artists I know that's very articulate. Um, she knows what she wants. Has a plan behind what she wants. And really, it was just about putting our two visions together to, make a plan and make it successful. She's got an album out called right now called Just for Now. Um, and it's a 3-song EP, but it's doing very well. Definitely want people to check that out. And yeah, just check it out.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, shout out to the whole team, the whole roster, man. The music is incredible. You definitely making moves, man. You're a force to be reckoned with. So with that being said, what are some of the challenges that you face being a manager?
Um, a lot of times, I mean, challenges as far as dealing with different personalities is always this with the artists and everything, making sure everybody is getting everything they need and everything. And then it's always a matter of just having those enough resources, which is why I'm always networking with different people and everything, and partnering with people like Krista. Shout out to Krista and everything of that nature. Always also partner with my partner company, Queen A Entertainment. So they actually manage an artist called Monty Tonight. That she's 16 years old. So partner with them and just other producers and companies. You know, just really just trying to just build that machine, that well-oiled machine.
Yeah. You definitely doing that, brother. In your opinion, are managers something that, like, because like, again, it's when you hear that word management, everybody just throw it around. You know what I mean? So when it comes to really like directing a artist lane, do you feel like artists are managing themselves more now, or is it something that needs to go back to, because like with the internet, it changed the game. Like artists is putting their own music out, they feel like they managing themselves and all of that, and it kind of like dilute certain positions when it comes to the industry. So when it comes to being a manager, do you feel like artists really need a management, or is it better for artists just to say, hey, I'm gonna put my career in my own hands?
I think it really just depends on the situation. I believe every artist to a point needs a manager, just because um, they still need that direction. Because you can put a whole bunch of songs on Spotify or put it on SoundCloud, but the point is, what is the direction you're taking it in? What is your purpose of putting out these records?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that has to do with management giving that direction, and having those resources to push the music and into the right direction for them to do the numbers and make money, and and have that career they want to have. It's just kind of like you got somebody who's well experienced in a business. They've been there for 15 years. They even still need some type of management to show them new ways to work.
That's a fact.
There's always something new out there that you guys can discover with the together. But then also you also have to understand too, like some artists aren't ready for management. They have to have something to manage. So
talk your shit.
So if they don't have anything to manage, there's nothing really that a manager can do. I mean, and that's a big thing. A lot of artists say, "I need management." Like, well, what am I managing?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I can dig it, B. I can dig it. So with all that being said, we're gonna take a pause for the cause for our sponsor, the Big Gas Tour. Shout out to Networking Queen. Shout out to DJ Domino, doing big things, moving to a city near you. And we'll be right back with Brandon Carter. You feel me?
I got that fire, Gucci, Fendi, Yaya. Counting up this motherfucking money and designer. If we step around, it's guaranteed that you can find it. Everybody rolling, holding up their lighters. I got that fire, Gucci, Fendi, Yaya. Counting up this motherfucking money and designer. If we step around, it's guaranteed that you can find it. Everybody rolling, holding up their lighters. I got that fire. Pour the drink in my dub cup.
You already know it's your boy Big Wall, and we here to address the culture, and we got Brandon Carter in the building. Now look, B, we gonna go ahead and kick it off, man. I know you over there doing big things, man. You got a lot of bullets in the chamber over there, you know what I'm saying? And if you could work with any artist, dead or alive, we're gonna go there. You know what I'm saying? And bring them to the Megatron brand, like what we got going. If you could do that with any artist in the world, dead or alive, which artist would that be, bro?
Oh man, that's man. Just one.
Hey, you know what? You know what? You know what? Because it's you, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you two. This is the first time on the Dressing Coach. I'm gonna give you two. I'm gonna give you one dead and one alive. How about that? How about that?
Dead Juice WRLD.
Talk
Dead
your shit.
I mean, just
elaborate.
his style was so different. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, he was definitely, you know, urban hip hop and everything, but what he talked about was just so different. It was relatable to different people, and he's still making an impact even in death. So I mean, I think the fact of where he was young, he was able to be even. He wasn't done yet. He wasn't being developed yet. I think he was going to get better.
He haven't even scratched the surface, bro,
Yeah,
of what he could do.
Yeah. I mean, lyrically it was nice. His production was phenomenal. It was amazing. And I just think that, you know, if he was still here today, I mean, we would be seeing, you know, more platinum records from him. Phenomenal.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I'm from Chicago, you know what I'm saying? So rest in peace, Juice WRLD. He was definitely one of them ones. Shout out to Lil Bibby for putting them on, man. Yeah, I definitely agree. Now, alive, you know what I'm saying? Somebody walking on earth. Who you'll bring them to the brand?
I mean, you know, none other than, you know, he got my same last name, and that's Jay-Z.
Talk your shit.
I mean, not only would he like affect the roster as far as musically inclined, but business wise, he would take us to a whole nother playing field.
Yo, the Carter boys in the building, huh?
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. That's the GOAT. That's the GOAT, man.
I'm with you, dog. Yeah. Hey,
You know?
hey, you can't argue. Hey, that's gonna take it to a whole nother level. Just being able to tap in with like that's a fact.
Yeah, most
That's
definitely.
a fact. That's a fact. I like that. All right. So with all that being said, bro, we both know in 2021, man, the internet is a beast and a gift at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And you over there building your network and the routes that you have created. How do you see how the internet has impacted the music industry?
So last year, you know, of course, COVID was a huge issue with in the music business. And it impacted a lot of people and impacted a lot of businesses, especially the music industry and these major artists where they couldn't really tour and things of that nature. A lot of stuff was shut down. But lately, I mean, what I've been seeing is like there's a lot of virtual shows that artists are getting paid for. And actually, like I said, it kind of brought the independent scene to life. And basically, like they have become, I guess, on an even playing field, I'd say, with the majors, because now the majors are having to sit back and do the same marketing promotions and the grind that the independent artists haven't been do for years. I know 2020 for us was really good. On the independent scene, as far as like the streaming platforms, we did 3.6 million streams with just Keynotes by himself. We did close to 1 million with Anna Baby. You know, so we did a lot of good work, you know, over 2020. You know, so I can't really say it was a bad year for us. It was actually one of our best years we've had since Megatron has existed, and I think 2021 is going to be even the same. I mean, we don't know when this country is going to open back up totally. There's no clue, you know, when it's going to happen. So, I mean, right now, I mean, we're looking at, you know, people like independent artists like T-Rail. You know, he had the #1 album in the country. You know, just being independent and all independent, and this offers strictly if people buying this album off iTunes. So, I would say 5-10 years ago, would that have happened? I don't know. I don't think so. Just because, like, you know, when people are out here buying albums for like $15-16, comparing to now on iTunes, they're buying albums for like $5 and $6. You know, it's a little bit different of a demand.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's dope, bro. When you think back, what was one of the worst times that taught you the best lesson?
Um, Really, I would say the first year I was starting my own company, I was trying to basically do a one man show. Um,
Mm,
and I just felt like a lot was on my shoulders. I mean, even though I had resources, I knew people. It wasn't like people were coming together to work as a team. And I think over the past couple of years, I've been kind of building that group of people that have my same vision, my same way of thinking, and even different ways of thinking that I wouldn't have thought of. So
yeah,
giving me different ideas and everything. So I believe the first year that I started Megatron music was probably my most toughest year in trying to get the right artist and who were going to have the work ethic and everything of that nature, and also find the right team.
yeah, yeah. That's interesting, man. Because a lot of businesses they say that first year can make or break you. You know
That's
what I
true.
mean? A
That's
lot of
true.
people don't make it out that first year. So shout out to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Megatron in
Well,
the building.
appreciate it.
No
Appreciate
man,
it.
no problem, bro. When you think back, what was some of the best advice you've been given?
Um, you know what? Um, I would say the best advice I've given, it's a saying, to get something you haven't ever had before, you had to do something you've never done before.
Mm, I
So
like that. Yeah,
it really what that means is just that, like, until you figure out, what I'm saying, that, like, there's different things you have to do to succeed in this business. You can't, just keep on doing the same thing and bumping your head over and over and over again. You got to try something different.
yeah.
you know
That's a fact. I like that, B. If you could change something about the game, man, what would you change?
um Really, I would just say I would just change the fact of, like, a lot of these artists getting shelved on these major labels. I mean, there's so much talent out here, and I feel like if you're going to sign an artist, um, you need to put focus on that artist. I mean, these artists out here. I mean, there's thousands of artists being shelved on these labels, and you see them on the websites and everything. Like, who was that? Who was that? I've never heard of them before, and they remain that way.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
mean, I feel like as far as the business was, I would change that. I mean, just the fact of giving other artists opportunities to shine. Because you
yeah.
never know what you have as far as in the pot. I mean, you sign them for a reason, so let's see what they can do.
I never really understood that from a label. You know what I mean? Why would you sign somebody and then put them on a shelf? You know what I mean? Like that never made sense. You know what I mean? I was always under the impression we sign an artist to put them out to bring them to the world. You know what I mean? And they take artists and they put them on a shelf. They don't listen to the artists. It's just a whole different vibe. So that's why I feel a lot like a lot of independent artists feel like they just want to take control, or even major artists. You know what I'm saying? They going independent to take control of their own careers because it seems like the labels just sign you and just do what they want to do to you and market you how they want to market without even, you know what I'm saying, taking the thought that the artist may know what they need or know what they want, or you know what I'm saying, know how to market themselves. You know what I'm saying? So you taking that mentality with your brand is dope.
Yeah, and I believe, like, also too, is that, like, a lot of these artists don't have management. Like, they're coming in they're getting signed and they're being shoved, and no one is actually fighting for them to get their projects out. No one's putting them as a priority.
Yeah, yeah. See, and that goes back to earlier why I'm having management is important. You know what I mean? And not just any kind of manager, the right manager. You know what I mean? Because their job is to make things work out for you. Where you can, in a perfect world, just focus on the music, pay attention to the business. Because a good manager gonna make sure you own your business. You know what I'm saying? Talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But it takes away from the artist's creativity. You know what I mean? Especially when you reach a certain level. So again, shout out to you, bro, because you hold the artist down and you do it in a major way. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely appreciate it.
Man, no doubt, no doubt. Now, if you could go back and give younger you some advice, what would you tell yourself?
I would say just to keep working, keep the footwork going. You know what I'm saying? Never sit behind a desk and expect other people to do work that you're able to do yourself. So that's always what I've told myself. Always what I prided myself on is that I'm not a sit behind the desk type CEO. I'm always in the trenches with everybody else. I'm very hands on.
Yeah. That's dope, bro. Now, with all that being said, what would you like to say to all the people that's been supporting you since day one? Your A1s, your day ones, the people who've been in your corner through everything, even before you started your company. What would you like to say to them, bro?
I appreciate everything. Keep rocking with me. It's been a long journey, and I mean, I definitely appreciate everybody who supports. And I just like to, shout out everybody who has been in my corner as Brandon. You know what I'm saying? Even just growing up, and helping me, get to my dreams and still support me in my dreams. Just like to say, hey, thank you. I appreciate it, and keep supporting.
Man, that's what's up, bro. So what we gonna do? We gonna do this for them. You know what I'm saying? We call it doing it for the culture. I call it rapid fire. I'm gonna ask you some rapid questions. You give me some answers. You know what I'm saying? To give people a little bit more insight on who Brandon Carr is. You down?
I'm down. Let's do
All
it.
right, let's go. The first thing I do or think when I wake up in the morning is
Check my phone.
hot or cold?
Huh? Is it what?
Hot or cold?
Oh, hot.
Okay. Favorite restaurant?
Uh, oh, Chinese.
Okay. Chicken, steak, or fish?
Steak.
Okay. Favorite pair of shoes of all times?
Oh, Jordans.
If you were stuck on a desert island, can only take 3 albums with you. Which albums you taking?
Um. Oh. Um. Hard. What is it? Volume 2 for Jay-Z, the
Okay.
Blueprint,
Okay.
and I have to say. I'd have to say. Um. Oh, the Chronic, Dr. Dre.
Ooh, all right, all them classics. I see where you at, fam.
Yeah.
Favorite drink?
Oh. Always. I'd have to say. Anything fruit punch. Anything.
I'm with you, bro.
Anything fruit punch. It's great.
I'm with you. Yeah, I can
Right.
dig it. I can dig it, bro.
Yeah.
Favorite sports team?
Oh, Patriots.
Oh, okay. So how you feel about your Pats right now? You know what I'm saying? You know, Brady, he gone and got a championship. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I'm always a supporter of Tom Brady, but Pats has been my team. We just got to get another quarterback. I think once we get another quarterback, we'll be straight.
All right, talk your shit. All right. Weekends or weekdays?
On weekends,
Okay. How many times a day do you think about sex?
um, I'd have to say at least twice a day.
Okay. I can dig it. If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Invisibility.
All right. So you just want to just pop out on motherfuckers, just scare the shit out of motherfuckers up.
Yep. Yep.
All right. Okay, look. I'm gonna start the sentence and I want you to finish it. All right, bro.
All right.
My name is Brandon Carter, and I am
a huge animal lover.
Okay, talk your shit. Shout out to the animal lovers.
Most definitely.
All right, man,
Most
no
definitely.
doubt. So tell me what you got next, man. What's going on for Megatron Music Group and Brandon Carter, man? What's going on?
So we got the Keynotes album coming out. I'm sorry, the album comes out April 2nd. It's called It's Time. We have the single "All These People" with featuring Drake coming out March 12th. We've got "Beautiful" featuring Chris Brown coming out March 26th. We also have Anna Baby's project coming out mid-March, and I know you'll be interviewing her here shortly in late
Yeah.
March. And really, honestly, we talking about doing a partnership, with Lunchbox and everything. So shout out to Lunchbox, and very talented guy over there. Knows what he's talking about. And really just working and moving forward. 2021 is going to be a great year for us. I can feel it.
Yeah, man, absolutely, man. You are already off to a smoking start, bro. You know what I mean? I'm excited to see what you got going on. Consider this your home away from home. Whenever you got a project coming out, whenever your artist got a video, whatever's going on, you come through the culture. We're going to chop it up. We're going to make it a movie, man. Holla at your boy, man. We locked in.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
What you want us to leave them with? What you want us to play at the end? You know what I'm saying? You got so much going on. You know what I'm saying? What you want us to stop at the end for Megatron Music Group, man? Talk your shit.
Oh man, I mean, I just want to let you guys know where you can find us at. You know what I'm saying? We got the website megatronmusic.com. That's MUZIK of how you spell music. You can follow me on Instagram at Megatron Music LLC. And follow me on Facebook, Brandon Big B Carter. You can find me on there as well too. You can see different things that are coming up, news and everything of that nature. Really, man, hey, check out the upcoming stuff we got coming out. I mean, it's gonna be amazing. These records are crazy. It's gonna be a wild ride.
Yeah, man, that's what it is, bro. Again, I want to thank you for coming through the culture, dropping your wisdom. Again, we're gonna have to lock up, man, and tap back in and talk about you, what your endeavors, what you got going, man, and everything across the board, man. I appreciate you coming through.
Oh, most definitely, man. Much love to you too. Shout out to you too, Big Wall, and thanks for having me.
Man, no problem, man. It's a treat when players meet. This is your boy Big Wall, and this is Address the Culture. And like I always say, your culture makes you who you are, so make sure they respect it. We gonna catch you on the next interview. We out of here.
All right, appreciate it.
We about to dress the culture. Go tell a friend. We about to dress the culture. We about